The Game of the Year nominees were announced by Polygon, one of the groups involved in choosing what gets nominated for the Game Awards. And the selection of what we have to choose from is absolute bullshit. Let me ask you something before I even give you the list. What games are you expecting to see here? Maybe Black Myth Wukong. It's only right that they get nominated. They sold over 18 million copies in 2 weeks. That's even more than Elden Ring. And they won a Game Award. Maybe you were expecting to see Stellar Booty. Blade. My fault, OG. Another game that I've heard absolutely nothing but great things about, besides their minor censoring issue. The combat was solid. The story was pretty good from what I've heard, and it sold over 1 million copies, all while being a PlayStation 5 exclusive title. Maybe you serve the Emperor, and you wanted to see Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 on here. A game that brought back the vibes of playing Gears of War, even Gotham City Imposters on the Xbox 360. Back when Xbox had any games. A game that you could make simple or grueling, depending on how much of a challenge that you wanted. It's got PvE, PvP, a story mode, and you can customize your own armors. Space Marine 2 is the fullest package I've seen in years. A game that united players back together as brothers once the fall of Helldivers commenced. A game that probably has had Henry Cavill locked in his house since its release. Space Marine 2 sold over 2 million copies at launch, and the number just keeps rising. The brothers and the sisters keep expanding. Every gaming YouTuber on this planet, including myself, has praised these games simply for being fun and cutting out all of that sweet baby nonsense. And because of that, not one of the games that I just mentioned got nominated for a Game Award. Not a single one. And all three were most of this year's bestsellers. Do you want to know what did get Game Award nominations though? Are you ready to get thoroughly pissed off? Our Game Award nominees chosen by Polygon are as follows. Astrobot. You know what? That's fair. I saw that the game went hard, but these other 5, Dragon's Dogma 2. I only know one person who plays this game. Do y'all realize how much of a niche audience that this thing has? Yet it got nominated and Black Myth didn't. Final Fantasy blah 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 Rebirth. One of these games get nominated every single year. And every single year, I never play it. Nor do I ever realize that it came out. Helldivers 2. I'm extremely mixed on this one. There was a point where right after work, my lady and I were on this game. I would find excuses to go play this game. Then all the nerfs kicked in. All the content got stale. No updates were being released unless it led to the detriment of the player base. So I just quit. All of my homies quit. My wife quit. But then they turned nerf divers into buff divers. And a whole lot of players came back. And they pretty much redeemed themselves to a degree. You know what? Helldivers on this list is fine, but in no way should they win the Game Award. But out of everything on this list, it might as well get it because the other 2 games that they chose, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. I know that a few of you may know about this game, and I know that even less of you remember that it even dropped this year. But for this to get a Game Award nomination over Warhammer 40,000 is fucking heresy. And lastly, The Legend of Zelda. Echoes of Who Gives a Goddamn. I did not once hear anybody this year on YouTube, in my comment sections, in my DMs, at your auntie's house. Your auntie's kids never even talked about this game. So why the hell did it get nominated? Because it is child friendly. It was the safest option they could choose. Not the big manly man game of Space Marine. Not the DEI denying Black Myth Wukong. No, everything on this list is everything nobody asked for. I guarantee you, if this was player's choice, at least 4 out of the 6 games on this list wouldn't even be featured here. Just cancel the Game Awards this year. Put it in the garbage. Jeff Keighley, come collect your things. You know damn well ain't nobody wanted anything on this list to win. This reminds me of how Hogwarts Legacy didn't even get mentioned at the Game Awards last year for anything, even though it was the highest selling game of 2023, and I think even one of the highest selling games of all time. The Game Awards are rigged. 2024 has given me the only proof I needed of that. I'm gonna need some big YouTuber to make the real Game Awards, but if they don't, I might just have to pull up on my Thanos type beat and do it myself. But one thing that I can do right now is tell you how it wouldn't go. Here are your Game Award nominees for 2024. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Dustborn.
We're on the run from people with space guns built into their fucking arms.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Sir, they delayed the game to next year. I don't give a damn, you can't escape this list. Hellblade 2. The Last of Us. Remastered.
You can't stop this.
And last and least, Concord.
And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.
All jokes aside, I'm surprised Concord didn't make the list for being the game ever. I truly feel that the likes of Sweet Baby Inc. has completely ruined events like this. Like, it feels like they've been directly involved. Of course they didn't put games like Dustborn on this list for obvious reasons. I mean, absolutely nobody played the shit. But it feels like they had a hand in making sure that the games people actually liked, such as the ones that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, didn't make the cut for a Game Award. Now, only time will tell if any changes come to their list. But for some reason, I doubt it, bro. We getting hella close to the show. I just hope that we can see some change, and that is on God. Like the video and subscribe for me. I'd really appreciate that, yeah. Good boy. Share this video to anyone and anywhere that will listen, because if this is how it's gonna be, I don't think that the Game Awards should even continue. What games were you hoping to see on the list that most likely won't even make it through? Let's have that discussion in the comments below. This year started off atrociously for gaming. Then it started to get a little better towards the end, but all the games that made it better seems to have not have made the cut. And that situation alone is crazy. Now I'ma be seeing you. Take care and peace.
Baby, let me see some. Okay, too bad. Bitches going both ways. Woo. She gon' do it for these fans. She make it clap like how I do both of my hands. Fuck it up, stick it up.